G'day everyone, welcome back to Harper's Shed. Thank you all for joining me. Today we're going to get back into sorting out my Zodiac. So I'll get you caught up on what we did last time, and then we'll get cracking. Just before we do, I'd really appreciate it if you'd head down, hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on. It helps me out a great deal, it helps the channel, and it doesn't cost you a cent, and you get to keep up to date with what's going on in the shed. So alright, now we've got that out of the way, I'll catch you up on what we're doing. Right, so a quick update. So if you didn't see the last episode, and I'll put a link so you can go and check that out. We did some repairs up the front. So we did some re-gluing of some of the lower section of fabric at the front. So baby should be watertight now, which would be a nice change. And what we started to do was so I upgraded the engine to a 4.5 horse. The old engine was a 3 horse, and it had the fuel tank and everything as part of the engine. It was just a really little like a little putty run around sort of motor. 4.5 horse, still not crazy, but it requires an external fuel tank. So we come through, we made this one, filler up there, the fuel outlet is down under there, and you'll see that later. And then I wanted to make a storage box. So all this area at the back of the boat is sort of a bit of wasted space when you're using the boat, because you're, sitting back here operating the motor, and it's really hard to put stuff here anyway. You're constantly tripping over it, so I thought let's make good use of the space. We have to build a fuel tank anyway, so storage. Now we put this together, needs a top, which I've got a good idea for the top, so you'll see that in a second. We obviously need that side, and then we need to put a plate in here. So we finish that off, and then the storage and the fuel tank will be done. There's only one more thing that I want to do, and I want to try and make some little transport wheels for the back, so that when it's inflated, because it's quite heavy, when it's inflated and you need to move it around or get it out of the water and just put it somewhere, you can't drag them because you'll just pull a hole through them. So I want to make some little transport wheels that slip on from the bottom, and then they can store up here or something when you're out on the water. So first things first, let's get the storage, and the fuel tank needs just a bit of line put on with the primer bulb. So let's do that. Righto, camera battery went flat, so yeah, there was a fair bit I didn't film. You saw in the time lapse I put the rest of the sheet in, so it's done. I got carried away, but it's all finished, so it's in, secure. The fuel tank doesn't leak, so that's a win. I made some tabs on the back to hold it, so the motor clamps actually come down and lock onto the tabs, and then there's some rubber on the base, so once the motor's bolted in, the whole thing's bolted in. So clips on the front for oars, because they're always a bugger floating around your feet, and then cutting board on top for the lid, and in there's all storage. So patch kit, anchor, rope, the foot pump and everything can go in there for storage, and that's it. That's everything that I used to take with the boat now fits in the boat. So I think the next step from here, we'll go and put it on the water and see what it does. I'm really keen to see what the 4.5 will do. Probably not a lot, but it'll be better than the 3. So, alright, next step, water. Alright, all set for the maiden voyage. Not exactly a lovely day, but bad day on the water is still better than a good day at work. So this is all finished off now. Fuel tank's done, little holders are done, and bait board's there. That holds, or easily holds, the anchor, the rope, the bailing bucket, torch, everything you're supposed to have on you at any time. So that holds it. Something I did too, I didn't film it, but I went and brought some of these little fold-up wheels. They cost me 120 bucks, and I reckon that was money well spent. So I was going to make some, there was no point. So yeah, put it in the water, give it a run, see what it does. Know where you're going to find the beach. Righto, well, there we are. 4.5 isn't enough, I want more, but you know, it keeps it so I don't have to register the boat, which is good. Everything works, there doesn't appear to be any water on board, so the patches hold. Yeah, that's where we are. I like it, it's going to be good for the kids, just get them out fishing and enjoying the water, which is what it's all about. So, righto, we'll catch you on the next one.